The nurse's voice was trembling when she said it. "Mr. Hayes, the surgery went well, but your son kept asking why no one came." I stared at her, my throat locked. No one came. Not my mother, not my father, not my sister, not one person with my last name. He's 6. He still thinks love is something you can earn by being good. I sat in that sterile hospital corridor, fluorescent lights flickering overhead, and I felt something inside me harden, like a door shutting. They weren't always like this. When Dad's business failed, I sent money. When Mom's health dipped, I paid for her treatment. When my sister crashed her car, I bought her a new one. They used to say, "You're our pride, our miracle." I believed them. I thought family meant loyalty. But years turn people greedy, and generosity becomes a habit others mistake for obligation. When I told them my son needed heart surgery, I expected silence from the world, but not from them. "Just keep us updated," Mom had said, like I was reminding her about a dental appointment. No call, no visit, not even a message during the 10 hours he was under anesthesia. I should have known. 3 days later, her text came in. "Mom, need $10,000 for your sister's wedding dress." 10,000 for lace and silk? I stared at the screen. My thumb hovered. My son was still in the recovery room, chest bandaged, breathing shallow, and my mother wanted couture. So I sent $1. Memo, buy a veil. Then I opened my laptop and logged into the joint accounts. The ones I'd opened years ago, thinking I was helping. My father, my mother, my sister, all listed under authorized users. Every cent of mine they'd siphoned, they spent like it was theirs. Family vacations, spa bills, emergency transfers that somehow always aligned with holidays. I froze every account, closed the credit lines, revoked their access, and I didn't say a word. The next morning, the bank manager called. His tone was hesitant, the kind people use when they're caught between policy and pity. "Mr. Hayes, your parents and sister were in the branch this morning. They were upset." "I'm sure they were. They said you cut off their funds without warning." "I didn't cut them off," I said calmly. "I corrected a mistake." Silence. Then, "Do you want me to note that they're no longer authorized?" "Yes, permanently." When I hung up, I felt no guilt, just clarity. By noon, the family group chat exploded. "Mom, how could you do this to us?" "Dad, your mother's crying. Be a man and fix this." "Sister, you're ruining my wedding." I didn't reply. Not yet. That night, I sent them each a separate message. Not angry, just factual. 3 days ago, my son had open heart surgery. None of you came. None of you called. But you remembered to ask for money. So consider this your reminder. Love isn't a transaction. The accounts are closed, just like that chapter of my life. Then I blocked their numbers. For weeks, the silence was heavy, the kind that buzzes around your head, making you question if maybe, just maybe, you went too far. But every time I tucked my son in and saw the scar down his chest, I remembered why. He deserved better blood than theirs. A month later, the fallout reached me through whispers. My parents had to sell their second car. My sister postponed her wedding because the funds didn't clear. The people who once lectured me about loyalty now whispered my name like a curse. Good. That's what happens when you build your comfort on someone else's heart. Eventually, that heart learns how to stop giving. One evening, as I watched my son draw in his sketchbook a stick figure of us holding hands, he asked, "Dad, where's Grandma?" I smiled faintly. Far away. "Will she visit?" "Not anymore." He looked at me, then went back to his drawing. "That's okay. I have you." Those 4 words were worth more than every dollar they'd ever drained from me. Revenge isn't always loud. Sometimes it's quiet. A transfer canceled, a line severed, a final silence where once there was manipulation. My mother wanted $10,000 for a dress. I gave her $1 and a lesson. Love isn't something you buy, and family, real family, shows up. The rest, they can wear their veils, pretend they're pure. I've already buried the part of me that believed them.